I'm Brian Day, Fitness by Day Personal Training in Sienna. I want to show you how to stretch your chest out properly. First, I want to start by showing you two of my least favorite stretches. I detest these. Number one, I don't have a corner right here. You can imagine people go into a corner, facing the corner. They're told to lean into the corner to stretch their chest. Another one, door frame stretch. Imagining this is a door frame, putting the shoulder against the door frame and stretching it this way. I really don't like these because we're using a lot of active muscle. First off, in the corner, we're having to kind of press ourselves away from the corner, trying not to do a face plant with the same muscles that we're stretching at the same time. Doesn't make a lot of sense. That door frame one just is way too much leverage. We're trying to get these muscles to loosen up, trying to get them to relax. We don't need to stretch the hell out of them. We need to take time and get them to almost like pressing a leaf in a book. You're going to put it at a low tension, low level of compression for a longer time and get a better outcome. That's what I want you to do when it comes to stretching out your chest or shoulders to try to loosen things up here. So here's the best way to go about doing that. Foam roller. Use your foam roller, get that long one. Medium density, high density, doesn't matter much, but we're lying down and start with the arms, fairly at a low angle, say slightly closer towards your feet. And all we're doing first here is just letting these shoulders just roll back, making sure you're not hunched up like this. Let those roll back. Right now my arms extended, my hands are open. And then gently just roll a little bit to one side, hold it, roll a little bit to the other side and hold it. If you're not feeling much of a stretch, that's great. We can go a little further. So now we're gonna bring those arms up a bit, maybe so they're even effectively making like a T where they're straight out to your sides. And from there, when you go to roll and turn, don't let this shoulder pop up, and you don't need to go very far. You're trying to allow everything here to relax, and then gently turn to one side. Once you start to feel a stretch that's, say, a 6, a 7 on the 10 scale, 10 being too intense, 1 being too easy, that's where you want to go and hold it there. If you're not feeling anything there, you can start to work up into these upper ranges of motion. And one of the things I really like to do is just from this neutral position, I'll bring my elbows downward just a little bit. I'll start to bend at the elbows and then try raising my arms up, letting my forearms kind of slide on the ground there. Here I'm getting a lot of stretch through here. Very passive. If anything, we're using the muscles of our back to help to stabilize our shoulders on this roller here as we're pulling that back there. And that's okay, because when we're contracting that opposing muscle group that is your back, it's helping to relax the muscles in the front here. So you're really working a much more symbiotic relationship with your stretch than you would be in a corner or using a door frame. Something else with stretching I always like to kind of impart to people is we're not trying to become Gumby. We're just trying to become a bit more flexible than we are now over a shorter, period of time. With that, think of it as persuading your body's muscles to relax. If you go into stretching like you're trying to stretch the hell out of it, your body's naturally going to have a tendency to kind of push back against that, a form of kind of almost tightening up itself. You're trying to persuade it. Try to relax. Lie in that roller, take some deep breaths, relax, and just let the tension go. Let it allow. Don't really think, I gotta stretch the hell out of this. Let it go. Roll to one side gently. Allow these muscles to start to loosen up. And that's just a good philosophy or a good approach to apply to really any form of stretching. But especially when you're trying to stretch your chest and your shoulders, these are joints that have a lot of range of motion. We want to respect that, so you want to have a nice, stable, gentle stretching session when you're working on those. Anything might be of use to you, please feel free to reach out to me at fitnessbyday.com. Thank you very much.